on various occasions from my colleagues, those who oppose this motion, that we are targeting the mountain. I beg to differ, and I do so with the following findings.
There is a lot of movement in the chamber,
Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Senators, and Senator McKenna's. Let's take our seat, please. And let us hear the Honorable Senator in silence.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Let me begin again by saying I want to disabuse this notion that an impeachment process is an attack on a region. It is not. It is a constitutional process that this House has been given the task to be able to hold public officers accountable. Today, we are discussing the impeachment of a deputy president. Tomorrow, we might be discussing the impeachment of a president. We have constantly debated impeachment of governors here. I've never had, at one given time, when people come up and say we are targeting a particular community. We are not, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, we have been entertained this afternoon or the last 2 days with the defense alleging that the shareholding utterances made by the deputy president is that he was referring to the shareholding of a coalition agreement. And Mr. Speaker, we were demonstrated here that the Kenya Kwanza coalition agreed upon how they can be able to share different, positions in government. In fact, I thought they would say that the Speaker of this House was also negotiated. I believe when the Speaker of this House was proposed to be voted for, he was voted for by all the senators. And never have I seen the Speaker giving preference to the people of the coastal region. So, Mr. Speaker, I find I'm not convinced by the defense that the shareholding being uttered by the deputy president is based on a coalition agreement. Mr. Speaker, the defense attempted to respond to the allegation on ground 8, whereby they say that the utterances of the deputy speaker violate section 132 of the Penal Code. It is important for us to know what section 132 of the Penal Code says. It actually makes it illegal to utter, print, or publish words or acts that brings into contempt the lawful authority of a public officer. The decision made by Justice Esther Maina in her capacity as a judge of the High Court is protected by the position that she holds. So it is a bit nonsensical for the deputy president to go out in public, instead of following the due process of the law, to be able to go out and appeal the decision of that judge. Until today, Mr. Speaker, the coercion which was used to be able to return the 200 million shillings back to the deputy president, that money must go back to the public. Mr. Speaker, the deputy president has got a forum. Article 240 of the Constitution puts him as one of the key members in the National Security Council. He has got a forum to be able to go out there and express his dissatisfaction with the NIS. When he calls a press conference and outright says that the Director General of the National Intelligence has completely brought that service into a halt, he was exposing the secrets of this country, and what he was doing is that he was actually saying that we have got no control. Mr. Speaker, if for anything, today I'll cast my vote based on various issues. One, on shareholding. Two, on the violation of section 132 of the Penal Code. Three, on the issues of coercion. I listened to the gentleman from Kempsat this afternoon when he said that he had to sit for hours at ESCC to be able to come out with one billboard. One. He was called on the 11th. When the defense were trying to justify that, instead of actually reading the recommendation made by the Senate, They were going through the submissions of one of the witnesses who appeared before my Committee of Health. So, Mr. Speaker, I'm convinced.
Senator Seki. The senator was elected by the people of Kajiado.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. I also want to put my voice to this motion of the proposal to removal of the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, Honorable Rigathi Gachagua, as a motion by Honorable Mutuse. I want to say that the grounds that has been put to this House from number 1 to number 11, Honorable Speaker, I thank the legal counsel of the Deputy President for interrogating the witnesses, more so Honorable Mutuse being the lead witness and the mover of the motion. Honorable Speaker, I want to put to this House that I am unable to see evidence that has been put in place for the 11 counts, 11 grounds in this motion. Honorable Mutuse was unable to demonstrate on issues that has been raised in this motion. Particularly, can go to 1 or 2, the motion or the counts 7 or charge 7, where the Deputy President was alleged to have a 5.2 billion within his assets within that small period of time. Honorable Speaker, I understand that this witness was not able to explain and demonstrate that the Honorable Deputy President got the 5.2 billion because of the contracts that he has done with the government. He wasn't able to demonstrate that this money, 5.2 billion, was received or was the Deputy President received because of this, from this company, from another company, or this other company. There was no evidence on this count. Honorable Speaker, the kind of impunity I've seen in the issue of listing 22 companies without evidence of what the track of the monies or funds that has been done or that has been used to demonstrate that these companies are doing business with government was not there. This is impunity of a high order. To bring 22 companies and you are unable, as a move of the motion, to explain that this company A, company 1 to company number 22 have received or got money from government or from government institutions. But you just put it on the motion and it becomes something to impeach the Deputy President. Honorable Speaker, we have seen where the Deputy President is alleged to have conspired with a company, Agro-Brick Investment Limited, where the control of State House, as an accounting officer of the State House, signed the contract, and it is brought to the motion that this contract and this company is alleged to have been a company to remove the Deputy President. Honorable Speaker, this House this afternoon received report from the legal counsel of the deputy president that the deputy president is sick. Now, we are ready.
Senator Faki.
Asante Mheshimiwa Spika kwa kunipa fursa hii kuchangia mswada wa kumbandua naibu wa rais kutoka katika ofisi yake ya naibu wa rais wa Jamhuri ya Kenya. Mheshimiwa Spika, kwanza pia mimi nijiunge na wenzangu kumtakia afueni haraka naibu wa rais, kwa sababu tulikuwa ni matarajio yetu kwamba jioni ya leo angekuwa hapa kujitetea kwa madai kadha wa kadha ambao ameletewa katika bunge hili ili kuweza